everybody, I'm Roxetta and this is another episode of Thursdays with Cheeky Rocks here on My Beauty Bunny. A huge trend in the makeup world right now is foiled eyeshadows. So many brands are coming out with these foiled eyeshadows to give your eyeshadow a little extra pop of texture, and it just creates a very wearable but fancy makeup look. One of my absolute favorite affordable, cruelty-free drugstore beauty brands is Milani, and they recently came out with foiled eyeshadows of their own. These are the Milani Fierce Foil Eyeshine palettes. There's currently 4 palettes available in this really cool and modern foiled look, and I'm going to show you all of them. This is number 1, Milan. It's a very mauve toned palette. There are some shades of bronze, there's a little bit of taupe in there, but I think this is going to be a very wearable palette for so many different people. Number 2 is Rome, and this is a purple shaded palette. As you can see, these 4 shades go really well together. They're just different enough to really create a versatile look, and this palette is really going to complement brown eyes. This is a really pretty palette for springtime, so I'm going to be doing my demo using this palette right here, and I am so excited for you guys to see it at the end of this video. Number 3 is called Florence. This is definitely a bronze palette. It is classic bronze. It has 1 gold shimmer shade, and it's just gonna be perfect for those of you who love your bronze eyeshadows. Number 4 is Venice. I love this one. It comes with an icy white and then a gray tone shade and then some really playful blue colors, which are going to be gorgeous for anyone who loves their blues. I really love the color selection that they've come out with in terms of, you know, the collection as a whole, as well as the individual palettes themselves. I think the individual palettes contain colors that really complement each other but are different enough to create looks that are going to be very fun to play around with. Now that you guys have seen all of the swatches and color arrangements of the Milani Fierce Foil Eyeshine palettes, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the quality of them and the texture. In general, Milani creates really nice products. They're affordable but very high quality, and of course cruelty-free. These shadows are a little bit like a gel cream formula, which I wasn't expecting when I first saw them. I thought they were, you know, just going to be a powder form, but they are a gel cream formula, and they each come with a applicator that helps to apply them, so you can either use that or your fingertips. Either way, you're going to get a lot of pigment because of that gel formula that they have, and they're such beautiful colors. Like I was saying, the pigment is just incredible because of the texture of the products. It just takes a little bit and you're gonna get a really fierce effect. Besides the amazing pigmentation of these shadows, I wanted to mention that they're also very long wearing. I have had them on for hours on end, and the fierce foiled effect is still very apparent at the end of the day, and I just think that's so important when you are working with, you know, a texture that you may not know as well. It's really important to know that they're going to stay on your eyes and give you an amazing look. Now that you know a little bit more about the Milani Fierce Foil Eyeshines, let's get started with a little demo. For today's look, I gravitated towards the number 2 palette, the Rome Purple Shaded palette, and that's because purple really makes brown eyes pop, which I have brown eyes, of course, and also I just think this palette is gorgeous for springtime, so I really wanted to do a fun look with it. Starting off, I took the top right medium shaded purple and put that in the outer corner of my top eyelid and just made sure to blend that in and get that pigment on my eyelid all the way. Then I'm taking the bottom left shade, which is a little bit of a pink mauve tone. It's the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm gonna put that on the inner corner of my top eyelid and blend that into the shade that we've just put on. Now, using the applicator, I'm taking the top left shade, which is the bright lilac shade, and placing that on the bottom lash line. I really love how this makeup look turned out and this combination of colors. Like I've said a few times in this video, I think that they included shades in each individual palette that really complement each other in a subtle way, and I just love that, and I just think that this look that this palette creates is gorgeous. One of the cool things about these Milani Fierce Foil Eyeshines is that you can actually use them on your blank eyelid, so you don't have to use a primer or a blending shade or a crease shade or all these other things. You can just use the Fierce Foil shadows if you want, but of course you can add in the other stuff if you'd like. I just think it's very convenient to know that you can use these on its own or with other shades. That's it for this episode of Thursdays with Cheeky Rocks here on My Beauty Bunny. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys try out the Milani Fierce Foil Eyeshine palettes, let me know because I love them and I'd love to hear from you guys.